Om Bhurбхuvасвахам Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
So namaste everyone. Right now I'm in Kanadukatan, very interesting and quite ancient South Indian village. You know, people call it village of the 100 palaces. Yeah, that's really what we can see here. That's not an unusual Indian village. It's a village of the approximately, of course, 100 palaces. The reason why this village is so unusual, because this is one of the most important village for the Chettiar caste. So this is a South Indian caste which is very influential, I mean politically and financially, and this village is kind of traditional capital for the Chettiar people. So actually this is not town, this is not city, this is village, but village with 100 palaces. So that's very beautiful place. But the reason why I'm here, not only to enjoy all that palaces, but also because this is the village where my Kriya Yoga guru Yogi Ramak was born, actually spent most of his life, and here is his Samadhi Mandiram. So he was born, as you remember, I hope, 1923, and he passed away 2006. He was direct disciple of Mahavatara Babaji. He met also some other Mahatma gurus, Himalayan Mahatma gurus, and actually his main ashram exactly in this village. I was fortunate enough to be his Yogi Ramak direct disciple since 1993 till the moment when he left, 2006. The previous time I have been here, that was something like approximately 2005, just like that. So now at the moment is 2021. So it means my previous visit to this wonderful place was just something like 15 or 16 years ago. And when I came to this village, I was really wonder what's happened with Yogi Ramak Ashram, and I was happy to visit his ashram, and of course I'll show to you the place. It's really sweet memory for me personally, because I spent a number of years in his ashram, and that's really nice that after 2006, after the year when Yogi Ramak left, his physical body passed away, actually some of his Indian disciples, they continued tradition of the ashram, and a couple of disciples even now they stay in that very, very small and a very powerful ashram. So that's really wonderful. Yogi Ramak was born just in the palace which is opposite to this hotel. This is very special hotel actually, because previously it was also Chettiar palace, and that's always very interesting to stay in a hotel which was previously real palace. And in India they have very nice tradition to convert certain palaces into the hotels. So guests can experience, okay, what does it mean to stay in a real Indian palace. So actually this hotel where I'm staying right now, previously it was palace. And just opposite to this building, okay, this palace, this hotel, is exactly the palace where Yogi Ramak was born. Okay, actually when Yogi Ramak passed away 2006, so fortunately his ashram tradition continues, but it's impossible to penetrate into that palace where he was born, because some of his relatives, they're wonderful people, I believe, but they're not so interested in meditation, Kriya Yoga, so they never let people go in. So it means we can't see the room where actually Yogi Ramak was born. And you know, more interesting is that inside, in the opposite like building, there are 2 or 3 rooms which are very special for the Kriya Yoga tradition, because actually Mahavatara Babaji, Goraknath Babaji and Agastya Muni gave so many spiritual instructions to the Yogi Ramaiah in the middle of 20th century. It was actually middle and second half of 50s and 60s. So all that mysterious meetings, like, you know, young, middle-aged Yogi Ramak met Mahavatara Babaji, Goraknath Babaji and Agastya Muni and received a lot of spiritual instructions. And actually all of them, all of that mystical, meetings, classes, if we can call it, happened actually just in this place. Okay, we can't go inside, but I can show to you this palace from outside. Well, I'm not sure that you can see it well, but just, okay, I'll try my best to show to you this house, this palace where Yogi Ramak was born. So I hope you see balcony, and okay, you can see this balcony, and just behind this balcony are those historical rooms where Yogi Ramak met Mahavatara Babaji and some other Mahatma gurus. Okay, let me show to you this hotel, this palace where I am staying right now. And that's going to be very interesting, because actually all Chettiar palaces, they have the same structure. So it means you can see this palace, which is hotel at the moment, and you can imagine what's happened just behind. Okay, balcony. Balcony, and then we are entering pretty huge in size hall. Actually, yeah, now it's just a place to take rest, and of course last night I was practicing meditation here, but for the guests it's just a place to take rest. So that's like quite real, kind of big hall, like it must be in Indian big house, let us say. Again, then we go inside and see how it's look like, what is the structure of the building. Okay, so now you can see all the doors. That's actually rooms for the guests, but previously that was just the rooms for the family members. So, and absolutely the same structure is there in the palace, which is just opposite. Okay, that's one more balcony with a dining hall. Yeah, more or less the same in the building opposite. Again, and here we have at the moment, okay, restaurant. It's evening time restaurant, and wonderful garden behind the main part of the palace. A lot of flowers. Okay, so actually I want to show to you this hotel because it's more or less replica, more or less the same what we could see, but unfortunately we can't see it in the actual palace where Yogi Ramak was born. So, but while walking through this place, you can actually get an idea how it's look like. Well, this is ground floor. So we have a lot of old pictures. So it's like kind of museum, not just hotel, but kind of museum. Well, here we have a morning tea. Well, let me see. Okay, my God, this is radio. Some old pictures of the Chettiar people, and this is small library. You can enjoy here reading book. Okay, and then we are stepping to the garden with a lot of flowers. Beautiful, beautiful, peaceful place. Okay, and one more nice detail is the swimming pool. That's the swimming pool. Yeah, perfect place to practice meditation, to enjoy. Okay, tea and coffee place. Okay, Yogi Ramak was born in a very rich family, but he himself was not rich. But his grandfather was a very famous person among Chettiar caste, the richest guy in the area, I mean South Indian area and Southeast Asia. And the lifestyle of Yogi Ramak was of balance between meditation, spirituality, and so-called human reality, human life. Yogi Ramak was a family person, a family yogi, family practitioner with 3 children, 2 sons and 1 daughter. And he was a businessman, by the way. Yeah, not really a big businessman, but yeah, he was supporting himself not only because of disciples, but because of his certain companies. Mostly his business was here in Tamil Nadu state, South India. And okay, let me mention again, he was born 1923, and actually in the age of 28, that was 1952, Yogi Ramak met his guru Mahavatara Babaji for the first time. And actually second half of 50s and 60s, I mean something like 12 years, he was staying in Himalayas, learning meditation of Kriya Yoga and Bijamantra. Yogi Ramak was a very special person because of actually many reasons, and one of them was that he met not only Mahavatara Babaji, but Goraknath Babaji, Agastya Muni, Nagaraj Babaji, and some other immortal Mahatma gurus. So that was very special, channel for us to know about immortal Mahatma gurus. We have so many stories about Himalayan masters, but how can we prove and how can we believe that all that stories are actually true? Maybe it's somebody's fantasy, but at the same time we have a lot of witnesses, including Paramahamsa Yogananda, including Madame Blavatsky. And one of them, of course, was Yogi Ramaiah, who personally met all the great masters and really spent time there. But interesting that before actually he went to Himalayas for a number of years, exactly here in this palace, which is opposite, he went through some basic training. Oh my God, how can I say it? Basic training. But okay, let us call it basic training, which Mahavatara Babaji gave Yogi Ramak exactly here. And later on, Yogi Ramak immigrated to the United States. That was 1968. So it means second half of his life he was actually American citizen. And he really established a couple of ashrams in the United States, mostly Arizona and California, also very small actually ashrams. But his main ashram was, and fortunately even now is, right here in this village. You will see it pretty soon.
Om Bhurбhuvassuvaḥ Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam